Hello, Alex here, back again for another vlog. Sorry I didn't do one last week. I was on holiday in Spain and I did want to do one, but I didn't get around to it. Sorry, I'm sure you didn't miss it anyway. But maybe you did. And if you did, I'm sorry and thank you for being so into my channel. But anyway, here is this week's vlog. I'm in the office, got some new blinds, which kind of, okay, made it a bit darker in here. Allowed me to get my lighting right. But I want to talk about me. I know that's a little bit vain, but I thought it was time I properly introduced myself to you guys. And I don't think I've done this. I don't think I've even done this on my other channel. So I think it was time you guys knew kind of where I'm from and you know what I'm about and why I talk about the stuff that I talk about. And I'm going to try and do this in as quick a time as possible because I don't want to be rambling on for hours about my life story because that'd just be dull. I'm just going to try and skip to the good bits. So in a nutshell, I am now 38. Oh, blimey. My birthday the other week. So about 20 years ago, when I finished school, I just finished my A-levels and I didn't go to university and I was kind of just bumming about. I was working up at the local Sainsbury's here, which is a supermarket, and just, you know, earning a little bit of money, living with my parents, happy days, no stress. But one day my mum said, you need to go and get a job. Sainsbury's is not a proper job. Go and do something for your life, you know, that usual stuff. And it ended up with me getting an apprenticeship, which was kind of cool because I wanted to do something with computers. I knew it would be technology based, whatever I wanted to do. I was into computers and Windows and PCs and all that kind of stuff. And I was, you know, into networking and, you know, networking computers together. So I thought I wanted a job with that. So I got an apprenticeship with a company that was local. They were quite a new company, quite a small company. I think there was like only 5 or 6 people. And I was taken on as apprentice to help the cable guys install cables, data cables, which, you know, that's kind of computer networking. So they had me, you know, crawling around in false ceilings and working long hours and pulling cables and drilling holes and all that stuff, which I absolutely hated really. It was good fun in a way. The banter with the guys was fun, but actually the work itself was a bit rubbish. And so yeah, I did that for a while and worked with this company for a good few years. But the great thing about this company was that because they were small, I had a very good relationship with the managing director, with the founder of the company. And I'd often sit in his office and we'd just be chatting about stuff. And he kind of inspired me and empowered me to look further and do, you know, different things. He would often lend me different business books. For example, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said, you know, read this book. It'll change the way you think about money. And I would kind of look at it and go, self-help books, yuck, and just, you know, ignore it. But he kept doing it. He kept giving me these books and he kept telling me, you know, you need to, one day you're going to own your own business and, you know, basically just give me these ideas that no one else was giving me. And he said, oh, you want to get into sales? You need to learn sales. And being a technical guy, I thought, do I? I hate salespeople and I hate sales. But then the more I thought about it, I thought, well, actually, you know, compared to the other techie guys that I've seen in the company, I can talk to people on a kind of, you know, layman's level. I can explain technology in a way that other people understand, well, to a certain degree. So yeah, maybe sales is what I want to do. And he offered a really attractive commission structure as well. So he said, you know, if you go and sell this amount, you can earn this amount of money. And that kind of made my ears prick up. So I did some sales for a bit and he kind of forced me into that and I learned sales and I did actually manage to get some sales and I earned some really good commission and he gave me a company car. And eventually I did actually read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which was one of the books he lent me. And after I did that, it did change my way of thinking about money and working for someone. And it then inspired me to actually leave that company and go on and do my own thing, which I'm not sure if that was his intention for me to actually leave the company, but that's what happened. And I ended up setting up a wireless company because at the time Wi-Fi was actually quite a new thing. And in order to get Wi-Fi, you had to install a router in your house yourself. Your internet provider didn't really provide one. And you had to put a card in your laptop or in your computer. And I basically set up a company offering those services, offering the installation of the router and offering the cards and all that kind of stuff. So I started doing that and that was going pretty well. At the time I was networking, which is, again was a skill that I learned during my apprenticeship. because he used to say, you're a salesman now, you need to go out networking, go to this breakfast meeting, it's 7 o'clock next week and it's in Cambridge. And I'd be like, oh, I have to get up at like 5 in the morning and put a suit on and drive and then walk into a room full of 40 people and present the business. And I hated it, but I learned a lot and I made some good contacts doing that. So yeah, I set up the Wi-Fi company, I was going out networking, and when I was networking, I actually met someone who was into Google AdWords, and they started showing me Google AdWords, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. And I said, well, do some Google AdWords for me. I want some more Wi-Fi clients. And they did, and I started getting some new clients, and I started getting some quite big clients. So then I was putting Wi-Fi into schools and that kind of thing, which was all good, apart from at that point, Wi-Fi was a bit flaky, and it was a bit of a pain to install, and I didn't quite know what I was doing with it. I was just kind of blagging it. And yeah, anyway, what really intrigued me was this Google AdWords, the fact that he could just, do some stuff on Google, and then I would start getting clients. And through my networking, I saw lots of other small businesses, and they were, struggling to get clients. And with AdWords, you could just, bing, get some clients. So let's speed up this story. I am rambling on. So basically what happened was I got rid of doing the wireless stuff. I was getting sick of it. It wasn't working. It was a pain. And again, it involved crawling around in ceilings, which I was getting fed up with. And I said to the AdWords guy that I was working with, I said, look, this AdWords stuff is cool. We should set up a business doing this. And, you do the AdWords. I'll go out networking and stuff, and I'll get some clients, and we'll manage people's AdWords, and it'll be really fun, and it'll be cool. And I won't have to crawl around in any ceilings. So he was like, yeah, let's do that. So we did that, and we formed a company, and we started, helping people with their AdWords, and it went really well, and we got loads of clients, and we actually ended up working out of London a lot and dealing with lots of London clients that would pay lots of money to help with their AdWords and analytics and stuff like that. And yeah, we got to a point where we were a really big Google partner, and I got to go to the Google offices in Mountain View in California. And it was, a really great experience. I learned loads of stuff, and we made some good money, and it was all good fun. Then we got approached by an investor who said, wow, your company looks really cool. You're doing really well. Can I get involved? I'll give you some money and all that. And we thought, oh yeah, that sounds good. And we did that, and we ended up, he got us an office. We didn't have an office before. We were just kind of working out of a club in London, and that worked well. So yeah, we got this office on Regent Street in London, which, if you know anything about London, you'll know that that's a very expensive area of London to be in. It's right in the centre. And yeah, from that point on, the company kind of went downhill. Me and the investors didn't get on after a very short period of time, because he started saying, oh, I think you need to wear a suit and all this kind of stuff, which was just not what we were doing at the time. We would just keep it casual. I'd go into London a couple of times a week and have some meetings, and it was working perfectly. But he wanted me to wear a suit, and he wanted me to come in every day, and yeah, it wasn't going to work. So the end of that story is I sold my share of the business and went, yep, see you later. And that kind of takes me up to the present day, sort of. That happened a few years ago. But since then, I took the money. I started doing a little consultancy with some clients just very local to me. And I started doing YouTube and doing WordPress and that kind of stuff. And we had a WordPress site at the time, and I'd learned quite a lot about WordPress, and I thought, I want to get into WordPress more. I want to learn it. I think it's a really cool thing. I started doing some websites for people and companies, and building it up from there. Then the YouTube came. So I've done quite a lot of different things, and yeah, so since starting the wireless company to here, that is about 15 years without real employment. And it's been rocky, with the wireless company. That was quite hard sometimes. Stuff would go wrong, and I wouldn't have any money, and I'd have to buy loads of equipment and sell loads of equipment, and yeah, it was a cash flow nightmare. But I've learned lots of stuff on that journey. It's got me to this point here. When I had the agency doing Google AdWords, I learned lots about SEO, and I learned lots about Google Analytics and websites and PPC and all that kind of stuff. So I learned loads of stuff, and yeah, I learned about affiliate marketing as well during that period. And we had some affiliate marketing guys that were clients of ours, and we were helping them with their PPC, and that just blew my mind as well, that you could, earn money in your sleep by doing affiliate marketing. So I knew that ultimately I wanted to get into that. And kind of that's where I am now. I'm creating videos, and I'm doing affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is, I'm earning some good coin off affiliate marketing. Really good, more than I did doing any of the other stuff previously. So yeah, that's where I am, and that's why I kind of talk about the stuff I do talk about, because that's what I know, that's what I've done for many years, and that's what I want to share with you. I want to encourage you guys to do your own thing and go on a journey and learn some stuff and not work for anyone, work for yourself, do your own thing, be in charge of your own destiny and all that kind of stuff. So that's me, and yeah, I hope that kind of just clarifies who I am and why I talk about what I do, and maybe gives me a little bit of credibility. I've been talking for like over 10 minutes, so I don't know if any of that was coherent. Normally I just ramble in these vlogs, as you know. I think most of the time it does turn out to be fairly coherent. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your comments about what you do, what you're thinking of doing, what you're planning on doing, what you want to do, any of that stuff. I love the comments from you guys. Please do leave one below. And do click the like button as well if you like this video, or even the dislike video button if you don't like the video. That's fine, either one, whatever. Anyway, let me wrap this up. If you're not already subscribed, please do click on my face up there. Be good to have you on board as a subscriber. Here's another video from the past of me rambling on about something else. And do check out my main channel, WP Eagle. That's kind of, you know, the one I do kind of seriously work on. And there's another one there which I haven't done anything for a little while, but check it out. See you later.